Hey Big Tree, Mr. Scudder's back. First I want to say thank you to Mrs. Birmingham. If you think of Big Tree like a team, like a sports team, Mrs. Birmingham is like our head coach and she's just doing an awesome job. I want to thank the office workers, Mrs. Bianca, Mrs. Lolito, and Mrs. Kenyon. And girls and boys, your classroom teachers. We're throwing a little bit of a curveball, but we're knocking it out of the park. I told you yesterday I was going to draw my puppy leprechaun. I used my dog Maisie for a little model. So here's my puppy leprechaun. Today it's drawing a honeybee I saw. Make sure you're staying reading. When I choose something to read, when I read some books that I'm like, this might be okay, I start losing focus. But when I read something about sports, something about music, I can't put it down. So girls and boys, find something that you're really interested in reading and you'll stay glued to that book at all times. And don't forget about your schoolwork too. And don't forget about your music. Mrs. Lawson, Mrs. Macon, singing in the shower is okay. If you have a musical instrument at home, now is a really good time to practice all that stuff. I hear the Blue Jays out. Mrs. Macon, I've been working on some guitar work. I've got a trumpet. I'm not very good at the guitar, but soon I'll be a little bit better after every single day. Now, Mrs. Granditz, she posted something about animal walks, and that's a good way for us to move today, using some animal walks, and we're going to use our brains because we're going to be a little creative during the animal walks. I'm just going to set this down. Might fly away, but during animal walks, we're going to use our brains a little bit. Like I said, you're going to be creative. You saw the first thing, it was a frog jump. So frog jumps, super easy. You're going to have to set some sort of distance. I'm going to use the length of my driveway, and just for time's sake, I won't do the entire driveway. But the frog jump, start and watch out, I might jump right on you. Leap out like a frog. Now, at some point, here's the creative part. What do frogs do? They try to catch flies. So you be silly, yes. Try to catch flies with your tongue, okay? You could continue on whatever distance you set for your frog jumps. The next is a bear crawl. Bear crawl. Same side. Arm, leg, move at the same time. Bear crawl. And what do bear crawls do? What do they sound like? Ah! They do something, they swipe their hands. They act silly. You could act silly, that's okay. Challenge mom or dad and see what their bear crawl looks like. Crab walk. Here's something. With crab walks, you have to be careful because of your wrist. All right? So crab walk, we're on our backs and we're going forward like this. Here's a little challenge. Crabs have little pinchers. Pinch your hands. Crawl out, pinch your other hand. Here's where you get creative. I'll give you a hint. I'm not going to give you all the animals. You're going to invent an animal, invent a walk. A giraffe. Giraffe is nice and tall. You're on your tippy toes. And I'm going to walk on my tippy toes. And what do giraffes say? I'm not sure what noise they make. Woo. No, that's a cow. I don't know. You get to make it up. So you girls and boys, you're going to make up an animal walk. Push-ups. I talked about push-ups yesterday. You needed to add 1 to whatever your number was. Yesterday I did 12. Today I did 13. But actually, you could ask my daughter, how many push-ups did I do in a row?
He did 50.
I did 50, okay? So tomorrow, guess what? I'm gonna have to do 51. I'm gonna try to do 51. And we talked about the plank. If you're watching TV, a good time to do a plank is during a commercial break, okay? Breakfast, lunch, and dinner, if you're watching TV. During a TV show, every single time a commercial comes on, you're gonna hold the core plank. All right, now, I'm gonna use this girl. When I take her for a walk, I'm gonna show you something to do while you're taking your dog for a walk or you're going for a walk with your mom and dad. Are you ready to move, Claire? Mm-hmm. Now, Miss Schrufer, she taught me this one. She's got a dog. I forget what's the dog's name? Miss Schrufer's dog's name?
I don't know.
Bella, I want to say. Well, she does this at home on her sidewalks. Now Maisie's shaking a little bit. We're gonna warm her up as we walk. Come on. Every driveway that we hit, we're gonna crank up the speed a little bit. So right when I hit that driveway, I'm gonna start jogging. And Maisie, she's supposed to be a couch potato, but she really likes to run. So right when I hit this driveway, I'm running driveway to driveway. Ready? Here we go. Walking. I could challenge myself. I could do 2 driveways. So when I hit that next driveway, I'm gonna run for 2 driveways. This guy's gonna think I'm a little weird. Ready? Then I'm gonna walk. This is where you're taking your break. Can you do 3 driveways in a row? Whatever you could do, you're trying your hardest to do your best. Remember, 60 minutes of activity a day. You can fill out those calendars just to keep track of your progress and make sure you fill out those days. Make sure you leave no holes. Be active, clean your bedrooms, clean the house. Ask mom and dad, what can you do to help out around the house? All right, so make sure you do the animal walks. Create something brand new, something creative, and let me know. Nice seeing everybody, like your comments and all that. I love staying in touch with everybody. Talk to you soon.